Hello everybody, this is Techstack here, and this is Season 2, Episode 11 of my Let's Play series. Um, Came over to my base here. We've got the wisp problem again. Something is definitely causing flux or something to get dumped into the environment. I have not been messing with THOMcraft at all, so I'm not quite sure what's causing it, unless someone else is using my base for their research and uh, creation of their bombcraft items. I guess it's okay from the standpoint that I can get all these wispy essences, which can be good for doing research and getting different aspects. At least that's what I see them as. Let's get rid of this rose. Yeah, see, that's got the fire aspect. So that's some of the different aspects on that one too. So yeah, they're definitely a source of it. So look at that, there's another one. There's 3, 4 more around in the area. At least. What is going on? Is one spawned in over there? And whoa! What is going on? Got moderate flux over here. Well, this wasn't how I was expecting the episode to start out today. Sorry for that. I just kind of want to get a little bit of a feel for why this is going on. Moderate flux still. Minimal. Well, maybe it's moderate because it spawned all those and it was high. Huh. Well, anyway, let's get on with our episode here and head over to the new base. As you can see, I've done some work off camera to the setup here. I went ahead and created a fermenter and a series of stills. The reason I created a series of stills, this single fermenter was outputting enough biomass that it would fill up a single fermenter in quick order, and that still would just take forever to empty it out. So I went ahead and created 5 of those so that it can keep up. And even now, I just threw compressed plant balls in there, and they are all out now. Let me just show how quick this thing goes. Throw 10 of those in there. Bam, and just chews through those things. Which is great. I mean, it means I don't need a lot of the fermenters to do my setup here. As you can see over here, I've created a ridiculously large biofuel tank. At the rate that I'm using or producing it, it will take me forever to fill this thing up. That's fine. Like I said before in my other episode, I'm doing this to see if it's possible to run on grass. Just for the challenge of it, just because I haven't seen anybody ever do it before. Obviously, I'm going to need a constant supply of bones. I do get that from our spawner over there, our XP farm, but our XP farm only runs if someone's within like 256 blocks or something like that. Otherwise, the mobs instantly despawn as soon as they appear in the world. So I'll probably have to get myself my own skeleton shard for my base over here. That way, whenever I'm around, it will be running, and that will probably be when I'm running power anyway, so I can set this all up automatically. The plan for this turtle, and that's probably what I'll do in this episode, is to set this guy up on a resupply station. That's one of the upgrades that you can do to turtles for in the miscellaneous peripherals mod. That's what I was trying to go for there. So let's go ahead and get into doing that. We need to make a couple of these things. Resupply. In order to make the resupply station, you need a resupply module, which is this guy here. So we need to make an ender chest, get some gold and redstone. That's really not that big a deal. I believe I still have some ender chest around here somewhere. Maybe not. was thinking I had made like 10 of them initially and then didn't use any of them. So I just gotta find them real quick. The reason I haven't really been using Ender Chest in this series very much is because of those, they're there. Item Tesseracts, they're great for just sending things around, which is usually what I would use a Ender Chest for. Let's just grab some gold from somewhere. There's 4. There's 2. We need 2 more. Come on. Hey, look at that. And I believe it was in the corners. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I reversed it, didn't I? Yes, I did. No, wait. That's a different kind of Ender Chest. That is the vanilla Ender Chest, isn't it? That's cool. Okay, well, we can certainly do that. That's just a little bit of obsidian and an Eye of Ender. Hopefully that's craftable. Zombies all around. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This should be too much, but that's fine. Gonna need some blaze rods and a couple rolls. Too much inventory. Hanging around the flower factory. Too much. And do we have blaze rods? No, we don't. So off to the XP farm. Ah! Quick jump over to the XP farm. Blaze rods in hand. And jump back. I know I asked in the last episode, episode 10, if we should stick with this mod pack or go to the ultimate, FTB ultimate pack. And if we were to switch, the one thing I'll probably miss the most out of everything is gonna be the fact that we have linking books that are interdimensional and following books. I know we'll be able to get it again eventually, but until we do, I will be sad. I'll probably put the blade name up here. Yeah. Oh, come on. Didn't pick him up. I use my linking books all the time to move around. That's my main source of transportation. I haven't used them quite as much since I've gotten the quantum suit with the gravity chest plate, because you move so fast with that. You know, if I'm just moving in the overworld here with no obstructions around me, I'll usually just run it because it's so fast. But other than that, I am using my linking book all the time. It's really what's made me be able to move out to the new base location. If you haven't noticed it on the minimap, when I'm out there, that new base location is like 6,000 blocks from the nearest person's other base. And that doesn't include my base. My base is even further than that. So it's quite a run. Okay, we got a resupply station and a resupply module. The module is going to go on our turtle, and the resupply station is a like a chest almost that we can set down in the world and supply it with the items. Create a link between the turtle and the resupply station where it's at, and then remotely, because of the ender chest involved in the setup, be able to pull items from the resupply station and put them into the turtle itself. Let me see how I'm going to collect this guy here, because if I drop him, he's going to fall down. I won't be able to reach him. Just like that. And I'm going to have to repair all this. Okay, there's our turtle we wanted. Put the resupply module on him. Yes, it does work good. I was hoping we'd be able to put both on him. And our inventory's too full. I just need the redstone. Actually, I probably picked it up. I already have some redstone on me. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay, and then let's just go ahead and switch this over. I've been wanting to do this anyway. I'll eventually get all of it to that. And throw that down. Okay. Now, we won't be able to have that there yet. Because we're going to need our turtle to be able to walk itself into there. Somehow. Where do we want this resupply station to be? I guess for now we can just put it right here. Yeah, let's put it right there off to the side. And then let's put our grass turtle there. It looks like that's going to be on his left. So let's go into Lua. And then do a M equals perif. Nope. I always spell that wrong. Oh, per. PERIPHERAL dot wrap left. Attempt to call it nil. Let me troubleshoot this off screen. There we go. That's better. It's wrap, not warp. Just a little typo there. And then m.link, I believe, is what we want to run. Okay, so that tells me that I probably need to go to the right side, I believe. There we go. So now we've set this link up so that this turtle is linked to that resupply station. So we can go ahead and exit Lua. Go forward, let's say 3. Out of fuel. Lovely. Well, let me get this guy some fuel and I'll be right back. Back here. Just went home real quick. Got him some, what do you call it? Charcoal. The reason he didn't have any fuel is these guys never move. I just placed him down normally and he's good to go. Now we need to go down 1 and he's in there. Okay, now we need to edit the startup script. And I don't believe I've shown the startup script before. It's real simple. Just a constant while true loop so that he's always running. He sets the output to false on the top. That will shut off the redstone line when I have it in there. He places down what's in slot 1 basically so that he's deploying the bone meal. He digs down. That will break whatever he's placed there because none of the outside ring of these turtles will be able to collect the grass in the center, so he just goes ahead and breaks it manually. He sleeps for 1 second. That 1 second delay is so that these other turtles have a chance to detect that the signal is off and stop digging down basically, so that these turtles here can break the grass before we turn that signal back on, and these guys then know to break what's below them, because if there's anything below them, it's not grass at that point, it's going to be a flower or something else. And then he sleeps again for a second, so that gives them a chance to break it, and then this just starts all over again. So every other second he's placing down bone meal and digging it up. That's all he really does. These other guys are just in a constant loop to dig down. These guys here are just in a constant loop to attack. Their code is dependent on the redstone signal state though. So let's go ahead and add in some code here for the resupply station. So we're going to do a rs, no not rs, supply equals PRIPHERL wrap. And I believe that was right, as we discovered. And that should do that piece of it. And now we're going to do turtle.select. The first position, because that's where we want to keep our bone meal at, is in this first slot. And then we're going to do a turtle.get, I believe it's item count. I think you have to tell it which slot. Let me check that on the wiki. Yep, I was right. Turtle.item, or to get item count. And we're going to do that as an if, if turtle get item count in slot 1 is less than, let's say, 2, just to keep it safe, then supply dot resupply and slot 1. What that will do is then let's do that as a loop while not resupply do sleep 10 seconds end there. That should do it. What that's going to do is he's going to check his inventory level in slot 1. If he's got less than 2 of them in there, he's going to try and resupply himself from the resupply station. If that is unsuccessful, his resupply, so if it's not true, then it will sleep for 10 seconds, go back up to the step again, and try and resupply again. So he's going to constantly try to get bone meal. The reason I put a delay of 10 seconds in there, I don't want this thing trying to resupply every tick kind of thing if I do ever run out of bone meal. Let's just shut the system down for a while. In fact, let's just change that up to 30 seconds. No need for it to be any faster than that. If I'm out of bone meal, it's not going to get fixed in a timely fashion, basically. So that should keep it running good. Let's go ahead and try this then. Start up. Okay, so he did not have enough bone meal in him. He only had 1. On me I have, looks like 33. I always hate the bone meal graphic. It takes some getting used to be able to tell what numbers it is because it's so close in colors there. But anyway, in about 30 seconds here, he should try and pull his bone meal supply again. And when he does, we should be good to go then. I need to get my red outlet wire. There it is. Ah! Yep. He resupplied himself. Look at that. Excellent. And the reason that I went with 2, less than 2, that means that he's got 1. We don't ever want him to run out of bone meal in the slot, because if he did, he could potentially pick up something else, put it in that slot, then he's going to try to resupply himself with something other than bone meal, and that'd be bad. So let's make a quick jump back to the XP farm, and let's gather up all the bones we can, which is probably not going to be very much because my inventory is so full. Get rid of some junk here. Okay. And let's head back over there. And go right on up to the resupply station and just fill it full. Fill it full of bone meal. This guy should run for quite a while now without any more interaction. And of course, if you're doing this on your own, you're trying to copy what I'm doing here, you should be able to pump items into the resupply station, I believe. I haven't tried it myself, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. I mean, it's just another inventory slot. Maybe if pipes don't connect up to it or whatever reason, you still might be able to use something like a golem to pull from one chest and put them into there, kind of deal. Yeah, he's running right along, isn't he? So we're going to get quite the supply of plant balls here, and I still need to set up a method of pulling them out of there and putting them into the compressor when the compressor's got room in it. The compressor itself, just hooked it up to this medium voltage solar array and then an LV transformer so that it doesn't blow. It's only going to run during the day, so that's kind of a drawback for now. I probably will be putting some type of battery pack or battery in the setup so that the solar panel can charge the battery and then it'll run a little bit more through the night, that kind of thing. But for now, we're just getting started out over here, kind of starting fresh. Also kind of waiting to see what we're going to do on the server itself, if we're going to switch to the ultimate pack or if we're going to stick with Direwolf 20 pack, that kind of deal. So I didn't want to go too crazy overboard with the setup yet. I mean, I know I did create a huge tank there, but why not? We can. So anyway, for now, this episode's probably getting quite long. It feels like I've been recording for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. This is Techstack signing off. Have a good day. Bye now.